Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Lawrence will throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Lawrence, and this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Vikings send out their punter. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 61 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Randolph. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From midfield now, Lawrence. Akers back-to-back catches. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. They'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And as this offense makes their way back out, in AFC playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On the give, this is their fullback. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL, because when you throw an interception, especially a pick six as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
You got to remember one thing. My vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremia against Washington in Super Bowl VII. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
Way to go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Steps away. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off play action. Randolph. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
first down. Keys. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Randolph.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Randolph. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Russell. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the Barons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. I mentioned it, and I said it, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On second down now, Dalton.
Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it. Where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just unprepared for that eventuality.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take it. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby. That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runners. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now left side on the swing pass.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 2, Randolph. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Lawrence. He's got the connection to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here's Lawrence.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once once again go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Barons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So we've come upon halftime here.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Randolph. He finds his man. Complete. It's Russell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. the middle they go. Keys, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run on first down. Keys. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Randolph. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitching.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Barons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And some space here. Touchdown, Vikings! His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Vikings have within the score. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Randolph. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Randolph. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They find some open field here.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
The give to the fullback on the dive. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
His pass caught at the 4.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's the fullback. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Randolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
These guys say they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Randolph. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. And a huge play that time. 53 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here. We're going a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw. Randolph. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Barons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vikings 32. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. That's Fisher. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. They'll try and run with their fullback.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. That's Fisher.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Lawrence will throw.
He finds his man complete. That's Brewer. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards.
And the Barons use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
York able to send this one through.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores to get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try the left side. Keys.
And able to get this to the 31.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just run them in hand.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So he'll take a knee here this one up, and he's going